Today's tutorial is just on shoulders. We're just going to show you how to just restrict the shoulder for some instability problems that we have, out to the side, and that's the tackling position. Jack's been kind enough to be our subject here today, and as I said, he's come from Mr. Puniverse competition, so all good. Now, first thing I would normally use is Tough Skin, just some adhesive spray. Because they sweat so much, it tends to come off during the game. So particularly with these instability problems, you want that tape to stick down and stick down well. But we won't spray them today. But we'd spray that, leave it for a minute, wait for it to dry, and then put our Fix 100 over the top. I like to use the Fix 100 as a bit of an anchor point to start with. It just helps to help the tape stay on and adhere quite well. So first thing we do, just measure up from, just above his nipple line to the shoulder blade at the back. Just lay that on. Now, depending on what sort of instability they've got, what I like to do is just have their shoulder out to the side, and if we're trying to really restrict external rotation, abduction, you can have it in a position which will then cause that restriction. So if we say Jack's got an anterior instability and we want to restrict this anterior part of his shoulder, then we would have him more into a slight flex position and then just externally rotating into a slight position like this. Two types of tape you can use, the 38mm rigid. Alternatively, you can use the 50mm, which is certainly wider. I just find it a little bit harder to handle. So basically what I like to do, we'll just put him in this neutral sort of position up here at 90 degrees. Starting off for our anchor, coming across the front part of the shoulder, under the arm, just tense your biceps for me. Finishing over the top. Then that's exact same from the back. And finish it over the top of it again. And then we would just layer that on the tape, half off. Just coming up along the sort of front of the shoulder, and the same at the back. So going from the back and just tensing his biceps. Now, the reason we tense the biceps, nothing more uncomfortable if you've got it in a relaxed position. Once they start tackling, blood flowing through, the biceps expands, and it can actually cut a bit of the circulation off, and the players get a bit of a throbbing down the arm. The worst thing during a game is for a player to be uncomfortable. So we want to try and just put it on in an expanded position and put it on there. Now, I would normally do about 3 or 4 strips, front and back, but if there's more of an anterior problem, I'd probably do an extra 1 or 2 strips at the front. Just reinforce that. And then just drop your arm for me, please, Jack. And just to finish off with, I normally try and anchor it with some 50mm rigid. And just like most rugby league players, they do a lot of sweating, so just using the Fix 100 just to anchor front and back. Just helps it to adhere better. Jack, I'll just get you to try and lift up. Can you feel that restrict?